So it's super easy to say you have values, hey, until it's inconvenient to live by them. Break them, break your power, stand by them, live by them, and build an unfreaking stoppable, shakeable, badass business and brand. So I'm Mimi. Welcome to the I forgot the name of my own channel. The real shit show. The real shit show. There you go. Keeping it totally real. I fumbled. That is cool. But today we're going to talk about values. And it's a word that is thrown around here, there, and every freaking where. Stay with me because I'm going to be sharing why these are the backbone of your brand and your business, and how, by standing by them, staying true to them, this is how your business will become visible, valuable, profitable. And if you are not living by your values, it's going to break it. Okay, I'm going to be sharing some examples of not just how I live by these, but other people as well. So I've got my bullet points down here. So quick little story. This is just to give you an example. So yesterday I was out. I go out for some drinks on a Thursday night, and just a fleeting conversation with a friend of mine about an event that we're going to at the weekend. She was like, there's a potluck. And I was like, oh, great. I said, I wonder if there's something I can eat there because I'm vegan. Now, I'm not going to go down the whole vegan pathway with this. This is not what it's about. However, this is to show you something. And she was like, I said, I think I'm the only vegan in the group. She said, no, there's somebody else. They're vegan. But she said, but they're really nice and they don't make a big deal of it. If someone offers them something, they'll take it. And straight away, I was like, wow. That like hit me, it stung. I was like, what? So you're saying that I'm not nice because I stand by this, and I'm not just here to people please, and I'm not just here to disconnect to what I actually believe in. So I was a bit like taken back by that. But my point is, I don't just live by this with what I eat and how I live in my daily life. I live by this in my business as well, and it is work in progress. So are you really standing by your values? First of all, let me ask you, do you know what your values are in business? Now mine are quite generic. A lot of people have these in business as well. So mine are authenticity, integrity, compassion, fun, and transparency. That's why I've got the real shit show. It's all about staying aligned in them. And I don't just stay aligned with them in business, I stay aligned with them in life. It has to be connected, hey? Values are values, and you have them for a reason. So they're not just words, they're rules that you live by. So say, for example, you say, I live by transparency. So that means like be fully transparent, be fully open. Like maybe that might mean sharing your vulnerabilities, sharing the truth, the highs and lows, being fully transparent about why you're creating something, why this offer, why have you put it at this price, why have you increased the price, why have you decreased the price, why are you only allowing 10 people into your offer. But then you say that's your value, but you're not living by it and you're not actually explaining it, then it's going to have a disconnect there, and people are going to be like, I don't really feel the transparency value. You will find that you align with people with similar values. So 100%, this has been a huge game changer for me in my business. So every time you break one, you chip away. You're chipping away at your credibility, you're chipping away at your authority, you're chipping away at your leadership. You are losing your power. So every time you break a value, and you're allowing people to see this through your visibility, through your message, through your words, through your copy, through your content, people are like disconnected. You lose some of that power. So integrity is magnetic. So what does that mean? So talking about moments like this shows that you actually live by your values. So I speak a lot about my passion and my proudness for being vegan. This is not a vegan topic, by the way, but the values are the same. It's about transparency. It's about integrity. It's about compassion. I wouldn't say there's the fun element in there. Yeah, it's about being real, allowing myself to be fully seen, fully transparent in all of the emotions. And that's the same in my business as well. So that's integrity, by living by my words, by living by my actions. So it's not just words. Are your actions matching your words? So your values are not just the words that you speak, are your actions matching the words? And this is where a lot of people, many people, the actions don't match the words. And I'll give some examples of that as well. So, and it's not about preaching your values to others. It's just about proving them. It's just about letting people see them. Here I am, being vulnerable, being transparent. I've kind of got a few bullet points, but it doesn't matter if I go wrong. I'm here for the real, raw integrity, authenticity, kindness, fun, compassion, transparency. This is me. So there you go. Are your actions aligning with your words? Are people seeing that? Are people feeling that? People feel it. People freaking feel it. Okay, the fear of being misinterpreted. This is the big one where people shy away from sharing their true values within their actions. So, is there something that you truly believe in, but you hide it because you're scared people will misunderstand you? I used to be this way when it came to talking about my deep rooted passion and everything about a vegan lifestyle. There was a time when I was like, I can't talk about that because they're going to go away and they're going to think I'm preaching and it's going to disconnect from my business. Nope, it totally didn't. People, I have so much respect for you, Mimi. I see that you live in integrity. It's so inspiring that you're not afraid to fully say what you think and feel. I'm not saying that everybody I work with is a vegan. I would say there's maybe 2. But they see that I live by my words through not having that fear. I broke that fear and I started talking about it. So the fear might be one of the biggest reasons why so many people stay invisible. Is there something that you truly stand for? It might not be directly to do with your business. It could be to do with your business. It could be like, what are you against? Because that does not align with your values. Have you spoke about this? Are you showing this in your actions, in your words, in your message, in the way that you go about things? Get it out there. Let people feel those values. And if your values trigger someone, they're probably not your people. That's absolutely fine. It's better to stand in your truth, in your power, and you will repel the wrong people and you will magnetize the right people into your world. Standing by your values, yes, it feels very uncomfortable. Just giving you some examples. You will stand out, exactly the freaking point. You will be misunderstood, exactly the freaking point. People might roll your eyes, talk about you, let them be, let them do it, exactly the point. This is about standing out, not blending in. But you will know when you go to sleep that you are living in alignment. And isn't that what it's all about? Go and look at some of the people that you are truly inspired by. I'm sure you can say what their values are, and I pretty much going to guess you're inspired by them and you're magnetized to them because they live by their word with their actions. They don't just do one thing. They don't just say one thing and then do something else. So why does it matter? It builds trust. It builds connection. When your values don't shift for convenience, your audience knows exactly who you are. When people work with me, they know. They get what they see. It's going to be fully transparent. It's going to be open. It's going to be raw. We're going to communicate. We're going to get shit done. We're not going to mess around. We're going to have fun with the whole thing as well. They know it. They clearly know it because I've proved it through my actions. So how are you proving this? Through your actions in your daily life, in your business. And your values should be super clear in your videos, your messaging, your offers, and how you show up. If people don't know your values, then you need to stand out and start speaking about them even freaking more. So here are some examples. I just pulled some examples up of some people who live by their values. So Alex Hormozi, I freaking love him. Love him. Not like in a love him way, but like his non-negotiables. They're his non-negotiables, and they build trust. So they decision your filters. If it conflicts with your values, it's an automatic no, even if that's about money or it's lucrative. So if something conflicts with his values, he's like, no. If you break your rules, you're playing someone else's game, not yours. Listen to that again. This is Alex Hormozi. If you break your rules, so if you break your values, you're playing someone else's game and not yours. Let that one sink in. These are badass, like value aligned statements. Totally value aligned statements. There you go. Brené Brown, courage over comfort. So by sticking to your values takes bravery, especially when it's unpopular. Do not ever be afraid of being unpopular. The more you allow yourself to really, like, how can I put this? Like, niche down into just your values. Like, go and pick 5. There's no rule on how many you can have. You can have millions of values, but zone in on those. Forget all the others and be specific about this. Everything's aligned with that. You're gonna feel like, oh, I'm gonna be unpopular. Not everybody's going to align, but you will find the right people. Compromising them to keep the peace erodes trust in yourself and others. Why do you want to compromise on your values? It's giving away your power, leaking your energy, and it's a waste of freaking time. So integrity in choosing courage over comfort. What's right over what's easy. What's right over what's easy. That's Brené Brown's rules. Quote, aligned with her values. Again, final one. Oprah Winfrey. Stay true no matter what. I think somebody's at my door, keeping that total real. Core values are your internal compass. Ignore them and you lose direction. They're your internal compass. Oh, 1 second, 1 minute. Oh, there you go. Keep it total real. I'm going to have to come back and finish this in a second. Oh, here's just a little mid reminder, because I filmed this whole thing, but now I'm coming back in the middle. I forgot fruit. I forgot vegetables. Not doing very well. I'm day 3 into doing my YouTubes. So anyway, I've got some wooden fruit. So here's a pair of plonkers right here. Good apple. I'm a good apple. Is that an apple? Is it an apple? Maybe. And gone totally freaking bananas. There you go. Now we'll go to the next bit. Okay, so I'm going to loop this on to the next bit. So again, this is me being fully transparent. Life is life. Stuff happens. The poor guy is basically in the pool. So I was talking about core values are your internal compass. Ignore them and you lose direction. Of course you lose direction if you're not staying in alignment with what actually you stand for. Success that costs your integrity isn't real success. And real integrity is doing the right thing, knowing no one will ever know. So it's staying true, staying freaking true. So here's a tough love takeaway. I always end with a tough love takeaway. If you break your values, so if you break your values, or you're watering your values down, or you're not staying in alignment with them, you break trust, you break credibility, you break your integrity and your consistency. Where's the strength in that? You give away your power and you weaken your brand. Standing by your values might cost you comfort, because it might be uncomfortable. It might cost you approval. Some people might disapprove and not align with it. And you might not even get those quick wins. But play the long game. In the long run, you stick by this, it will gain you strength, power, respect, trust, and a brand that truly, truly freaking stands for something. So I would love to know, what did you take from this? What are your values? Where do you think you're watering them down? where can you be even louder in your actions, in your life, in your business, where you're showing up in visibility by staying and standing by your values. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, pop in the comments, and I will see you on the next real shit show soon.